Licked him.
Got you, Iguana. Gotta love that Brocock.
Dropped it.
Got you, Iguana. Here. Okay, Iguana. I see you on the stairs. You are not sneaky. He is very close, like 10 yards. We're gonna aim just above him. We're gonna wait because there's actually a police car way off. We don't want anybody to think anything crazy. I am going to back up the truck so I change angles. Let's change angles on this iguana here. Get that post in the background. There we go. We've got a post behind his head now. Safety off. We're gonna peg him right in the top of the head. Got you, Iguana. Oh, you still see the tail right there. Let's go pick him up. Actually backwards in the road right now, so we gotta hurry.
Find me a big iguana.
I just shot one right here. Just now in front of me. Right here, look. Got him. Got you, Iguana. Right in the head. The roof iguana that knows the truck. Usually knows the truck and ducks into his broken roof tile. Every time I stop here, I stopped counting how many times I've tried to get this iguana. This is probably number 7. There he is. Up on the roof, right by the broken tile as usual. About 25 yards right now. We're gonna shoot 3rd power. Holding a 1/2 mil under. Got you, Iguana. No sneaking in the hole today. By the way, I didn't need to hold. I had it on the 3rd power, so it was right on point. If I'd been shooting on the lower power, I would have had to hold that half over. I shouldn't have held.
Flipped him over the eave.
Got you, Iguana. Y'all heard that sound? That was ridiculous.
Yes.
That was sounded wild, huh? I hit him right between the shoulders coming up the neck. Because he gave me the perfect shot for it. That was the 2nd power and the 14 grain Crossman's hollow point.
That was some ASMR audio. Wow.
Last time 2 got away with it. There he is with his foot sticking up in the air. Borrow this guy's ladder real quick and grab it. Little iguana right there on the metal. Right at about 10 yards. Shooting on low power. 2 mils up. Got you, Iguana. Gonna go pick him up off the ground. Okay guys, we got a present. Airguns of Arizona sent us a present. And I'm gonna open it. Jermaine's still asleep. So we're gonna open it while he's asleep. Because I wanna know what's in the box. It is early this morning. And we're gonna open the present. Present. Ooh, it's a fancy present. I'm gonna have to put the phone down to be able to show y'all. Okay guys, we got a brand new air tank from Airguns of Arizona. Oh my goodness. It says Primal Gear. It has an awesome bag so that we can carry it. A gauge on it. Normally I use a scuba tank with no gauge. I have no idea how much air is in my tank. Okay friends, we have some attachments they sent to us. And guess what? We got our new Brocock magazines. No more stopping to reload. Brocock magazines with the folding front door are officially in. Okay guys, we just want to show y'all why this new tank that we got from AOA is such a big deal. This is our old scuba tank. This is how I normally fill my guns. This is a steel scuba tank. It is a little bit stronger and more capable of holding a little bit higher PSI than a regular aluminum scuba tank, which is why we have the steel tank. My understanding is it holds like 3,200 to 3,400 PSI. But that is like kind of on the max end of the gun. So once you fill once or twice and the air drops in this tank, you cannot get a full fill on our guns. And so the new tank is going to allow us to have that max number of shots every time for a long time. Also, what matters most to me at the moment is our tank is of course a scuba tank. So we have to get attachments to be able to go to the gun. So our tank is at 1/4 inch NPT. The gun is British, so it has British 1/8 of an inch BPS on the quick connect that we needed to be able to attach to. So to be able to go from BPS to NPT, we had to get 4 attachments. 4. So this long piece is how I'm able to attach to my air tank, like this. I have to keep Teflon tape in the car so I can undo this all the time. And then we can plug in our gun and fill it up with air. But we can't leave this on there because it's too long and it'll get ruined and bent if the tank falls over. So we're constantly having to pull this off and put it back on. And of course this could get lost and be a nightmare. Additionally, once you attach it, if you're filling up the concept light or a gun that takes a nipple that's not attached, because the nipple on the airgun, the sniper, it is fully attached to the gun and non-removable. This is the nipple that comes with the concept light, the Brocock concept light. So you actually have to plug this into the gun and then you can quick connect to it. So imagine that is what we attach to be able to fill up our guns. So the new hose from Airguns of Arizona is gonna be amazing. It'll be fast, it'll be safer, it'll be ensure that we don't damage any of our parts on our machinery. And we're just super excited to be working with such a great company that provides great products. All right, we're gonna go over just a couple quick specs on the tank because I didn't know that I was getting this tank in the mail, so I didn't know the specs on it whenever I unboxed it. So we got in the Omega carbon fiber 100 cubic foot tank. This is the largest tank sold by Airguns of Arizona. And so we should get a ton of fills on the air guns with this. It holds up to 4,500 PSI. And it is DOT certified, so that means that this thing has been tested at over 1500 PSI. And so if it's put out in the heat or left in the car, you don't have to worry about this tank exploding. It does have safety valves that will give and prevent some sort of horrible disaster. So the cool thing about this tank is that it has the American-made stainless steel HP valve. This valve features 2 different gauges, an internal gauge that tells you what your PSI is inside the tank, as well as another stainless steel oil-filled gauge that is large for easy viewing. This will tell you what the air pressure is that's leaving the valve. So this will tell you what's actually going through your hose that comes with your Omega tank. So this is the non-kinking hose. You can tie it in a knot and it will not kink. So we can take this and put it onto our male quick connect. And whenever we turn this, the actual air leaving the tank will be read on this gauge, and we'll be able to monitor how much air we have left in the tank on this gauge. That's all part of the exclusive HP3 valve that comes with the Omega tank, all American made from Airguns of Arizona. Now, another really helpful thing to have with your tank is a bag that protects it. The scuba shop even warned me to be very careful that if anybody drops this tank or gets any sort of cracks in it at all, that it would have to be retested and possibly fully rehydro tested, which can get expensive. So he expressed how important it was to protect the tank. So we have this amazing Primal Gun Gear bag that is insulated for protection. It has a full layer of foam. Even on the bottom there's foam so that the bottom of the tank doesn't hit the ground when you set it down. It also is flat on one side, so it prevents your tank from rolling around, so it won't roll out the car or the truck whenever you're trying to fill your gun and things like that. So it has a great zip pocket in the front so that you could put all of your extra parts and O-rings. And of course I put in the non-kinking hose into it. And so real quick, I do want to show y'all how we refill the gun. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and refill the gun. It is as easy as getting our non-kinking hose, attaching our quick connect to the male quick connect part that is already on the HP3 valve. And then this is our Sniper XR by Brocock. We're going to go ahead and pull off its magnetic cover. And we have our male quick connect. Remember, this gun has a permanently attached valve that's a male quick connect. So we're going to go ahead and attach this. It is recessed, so you have to have the larger quick connect for the Sniper XR, which is provided with the gun. All right, so we've got him attached. Now what we should expect is as we open this, the air will go up and tell us how much PSI is actually coming through this, because this gun is gonna max out at 250 bar, but the tank can hold above that, so we need to monitor it to make sure we do not overfill our gun. So we should expect this to match that. You can see we're coming up on 200 on both gauges at the same time right now. See if we can get them closer together. And I usually fill up to about 230. I don't think any piece of equipment should be filled to the max all the way. So that's about good. And so now we're gonna be able to go ahead and stand up our tank and do the bleed valve. And we'll be good to go. Filled up the tank, filled up the gun, and of course we have plenty more fills to go. Okay guys, everybody asks me how do I fill up my tanks. I don't have a compressor, so I actually had to find a dive shop that would work with me, and Brownies is the place to go. So all the other dive shops told me that they will not work with somebody without a scuba license. But Brownies, if you can prove that you're going to be using the air for air gun purposes, they will fill up your tank for a very, very reasonable price. They're off of 17th Street on Cordova Drive, and there's a second one in Palm Beach. Hang on, I had a card and I'll be able to tell y'all the address. I lost it. Of course I lost it. But there's one in Palm Beach and there's one in Fort Lauderdale with compressors that'll fill your tank. And so if you need air in Fort Lauderdale, go to Brownies and they will take care of you. They will fill your tanks if you're air gunning in Broward County and in Palm Beach County. Did the first fill on the new tank. So excited. Thanks, Brownies. Taking care of us. Behind him from right here. From right here, there it is.
So what you got going on?
We got an iguana on the roof. Probably right at 20-25 yards.
Been raining?
And it's raining. We're shooting from the truck so the gun doesn't get wet. Can you cut the truck off? Got you, iguana. And he's right there. There's a hole right there. You see his head actually fell in the hole. So that's where they normally disappear to, right there. So it's hard if you don't get that first shot. They just disappear in there. So that was a clean shot to the head and he's out. Thanks, Brocock.
Talk about a fishing. Nice work. Well, well, well. Looky who got up on the ladder. Haha. And this is what Jessica was talking about when she was saying that the iguana tries to get in a barrel tile. So when you're sustaining these cracked tiles or damaged tiles on your roof, and you're in a subject-rich environment that contains iguanas, this is what you can find yourself dealing with. It's kind of like a iguana condo in your rooftop. But she sniped him, and let's see where she put the shot at. He ain't looking too good, guys. Sheesh. Looking like he stuck his head in hot candle wax. Whew. Got you, iguana.
Baby alligator. Baby alligator in the water right there. Little bitty pond. Got a gator in the middle. Watch out, frogs. Baby gator's gonna get you. I bet he's maybe 1.5 feet. Okay guys, we're at a daycare, so we have to wait for the kids to go home. So it's like 5 o'clock and there are iguanas. So the iguanas go in that area that we're showing you right now, and they dig holes that all the daycare workers have to come out and fill in so the kids don't twist their ankles and stuff like that. They're serious holes too. I'll have to look and see if I have any of the old footage, but yeah, they're ridiculous. So there's an iguana that we just spotted around here. He's probably gone at this point, but we'll see if he's there. He was by that far tree to the right. He actually has a branch that he's hiding his perfect spot on his head. Got you, iguana. Low power was too low. Had to make sure we got it on the second power to go ahead and get him out.
Whew, got him.
My gun's low on air. I need to air it. He already feels stiff. Damaged hand. Okay, there's a tiny spiny tail that lives in this roof. The lady's been complaining about it. We've probably been here 6 or 7 times looking for it. He is at the second tile to the left of the crack of the roof. He's probably only about 6 inches in body, and he's probably about 30 yards away, if not 35. We have a decent wind coming Yeah, left to right. Third power, 18 grain. For real? Can you see it, Jermaine? There he is.
Got him.
That first shot hit just to the right. It looks like. I got him though. He is dead in that drain for sure. We're gonna have to come back. We have had ridiculous vehicle issues, so we're gonna have to come back when the truck is better and I can bring the ladder. Not you, little iguana. He's really tiny.
He was, but you rocked him.
So, it ends up that our baby spiny tail wasn't a baby spiny tail. It was just a really fat curly tail lizard. But if you look, the shot entered the left side of the neck, so you got a decent clean hole, and it goes all the way through. Exit wound is pretty decent. You could see clear through. Can you see through it?
Shoot, like a hole going clean through him. I can see the leaves all the way through to the other side. I can probably, if I position it right, maybe I can show you the house address through the hole.
No! So, yeah, we got you fat curly tail, no looking like spiny tails on the roof.
Yeah, so
that's what you get, spiny tail for looking like, I mean curly tail for looking like a spiny tail.
yeah, so that's like a quarter size bullseye, if that. And she shot him out of a car from about right here, that little bitty guy.
Which you think is about 30-35 yards. We don't have the finder with us today. The
Yeah.
finder in the car.
Wind's moving in from the east, heading southwest, gusting.
That's why I
Still-
missed, it blew my pellet to the right like a quarter inch. You can see the tap on the wood there. So that was the shots. And the other one I think went right above on the top.
Good work.
Still seeing?
Yes. So count 3 poles down at the fence line. There should be 2 iguanas there. So start with the first pole, go over like 4 feet right by a shadow. I think there's an iguana. And if you go to where that base of the palm tree is, he's right to the right walking. He's, look, two iguanas running across, 3 iguanas running across. It's multiple.
Iguanas over there too. There's people over here. I'm gonna give a different angle. Saw it?
Mm-hmm. Smoke.
Alright, we got an iguana over here by the butterfly garden. There's a monarch butterfly in the garden at the moment. 2 monarchs, as I can tell. Where'd iguana go? There he is.
He's still sitting in the same spot?
Yeah, he's about 15 yards. Got you, iguana. Let's go pick him up.
From the inside of the sedan.
Alright.
Do,
Go snatch him off
do,
the way.
do, 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 do.
I hand caught one in the bushes, and I got the one I shot. Got it both.
Woohoo.